you have all this information. People interpret it.
I don't know how to read.
Yeah, they don't. We don't have proper interpretations for the information.
Well, when you're talking about we, I think if you take like regular people, now we luckily interface with people who are fairly solid. I worked in the insurance industry. I've talked to people. I've done customer service. I've sold door to door. I go to a lot of gas stations. Yeah. Most people are just incapable of thought, like true thought.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, when you go to someplace, see, like, you'll see something and be like, I made them, like, if you spilled ketchup and you had a napkin, you'd probably get it off the table, right? Right. But like, now, you live in Omaha. Go to a Casey's or a Quick Trip. Every Quick Trip's a little bit better at it than Casey's is. I'll give them that.
Casey's
dude, Casey's bathrooms are the worst.
Casey's is falling off so
Casey's
bad.
is the worst. It's Iowa Ran. That's number one.
It used to be my favorite gas station. It's fallen off. In that opinion, is unpasteurized. Welcome back to Unpasteurized.
Back to the Unpasteurized podcast.
Yes, we're here with just the boys. Just me, Lucas Schneider.
Me and Lucas Schneider. You and yourself.
You and yourself. Lucas Schneider.
Yeah, me and Taylor Zaki are here too.
Smiley Comedy. And, of course, the illustrious, the indomitable Taylor Zaki.
Abominable.
What did I say?
Endowment or something like that? Indomitable? I don't know what you said. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was a good word.
Indomitable.
I don't know if you could just put en in front of that word.
It's in.
Oh, is it? Damn, that was good on your
saying.
English. How do you think?
Indomitable, which if I'm not mistaken, I think would mean that you are incapable of being dominated.
That's what's up, dude.
It was a heavy compliment that I was throwing.
Oh, thanks.
That's trying to, if that's real English. I think it's a word. I understand how root words work. Maybe I just made a new word.
It could be. Well, yeah, most of our root words are either like Latin or French or German.
That would be a Latin one, probably.
See, and that's why I put the E in front of it, because when you speak Spanish, all the E's are I's.
Yeah, in Spanish and Latin, they're the same language, basically.
So that's why I was like, is it E? Because, like, you can say, I'm en route. If you say en route, ENROUTE, that's like how to say en route. Like I don't know how that works.
That's why I went with I, because you're not in something.
Well, I know, but maybe. But here's the thing about English that fucks me up, is because like some words you would say, like, it sounds like it should be in, but then it's un. Like to do it proper English is un. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Like that's unremarkable, or like that's unremarkable. Okay, people miss the un and the in up a lot, and then my problem is I'll fucking put e's on shit, thinking it's Espanol.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that. As a white man, you would do that.
I got a lot of things.
Oh, speaking of people incapable of thought, I saw one of the funniest things I've ever seen the other day.
What?
Well, I mean, it's a work funny thing, so it might not be funny to the general population. But so, a lot of places have to pay me when I deliver at work.
They have to pay you.
They pay me.
The dues go to you.
I collect the checks.
You do,
and I drop them off.
Jesus,
for everybody.
That's on you.
Yeah,
that's a responsibility.
Well, I'm around sales. So.
Oh, you're repping for them too.
Yeah, I'm a route sales rep. I'm in charge. I deal with all their papers.
So, like, if you get a new account, if you're like, "Hey, boss, man, I fucking talk to these people,"
I can do that. I can get new accounts.
I don't have my glasses on.
I get commission on everything that we do. Say a place gets bought out, and they sign contracts, service contracts.
Yeah.
So even if a place gets sold, that contract goes to the new owner. Like, it's not like they can just they have to buy out to get out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So you just keep going. So say a place changes hands, and then they need to change all the emblems that are on the the mechanic shirts.
Yeah.
That's a charge that gets incurred. I make a commission off all that.
Oh, sick.
So I get commission off everything that's on the truck, all the mop heads, all the floor mats, all the uniforms, everything.
You better be quiet. You better carry a gun to work.
Well, I don't. Here's the thing. Most places it's not cash. There's nothing that. I mean, if somebody robbed me, there's nothing they could do with those checks. They would just get canceled. It would do no. It wouldn't.
You're
be
right.
good to rob me.
You're right.
There's one place that pays me in cash. Their bill is $10.02. They pay me in cash. Yesterday we walked in there to deliver their mats and take care of it, and the owner, walked. I'm not shitting you. Hit cash out on the betting machine. Cashed out, walked over, put it in the machine, and then took the $10.02 out of the register. He paid us with his skill game winnings, which was hilarious to me that he did it right there in front of us like that. I thought that was awesome.
That's a guy you want on your route.
And here's the thing, I was very concerned because there was a mix-up. He's supposed to get red mats, and I didn't have any red mats on the truck. So I just said, fuck it, we'll take in these black ones. See if we'll be like, sorry, no red mats got on the truck. If you really want to keep the more red ones, we can get you next week. But I was like, I don't have any red ones, but here's some. And as soon as I pulled them out, he goes, oh, black ones this time. I said, yeah. And he goes, I really like that. That looks really good.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, cool. I didn't have to do any explaining or groveling or begging or asking. He was just super cool with it.
Yeah.
What a deal.
Black man.
People are cool. This is way closer to delivering beer than it was to delivering mail. I'll say that.
Probably.
People
mail is
people aren't
government though.
People aren't excited to see me
As a mailman or as
as either one. If you're actually having to talk to your mailman, more than likely it's something not good. Child support fucking calls, or like
something's not good.
Yeah, it's usually something not good. Being the beer delivery guy, everybody was stoked to see the beer delivery man.
It's the beer guy.
Everybody, it's the beer guy. It's the beer guy.
Cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. Everybody liked you, and this people like you, but they don't like. It's not the same. Which it wouldn't be the same level of excitement, right?
Yeah.
Like for your work uniforms, right? Like that's not.
Yeah.
It's not as exciting as beer.
Yeah, well, bar people are all hopped up on self medications anyway.
No, that's true. But I deal with.
You work at a bar yourself.
I do a lot of factories and a lot of manufacturing places.
And that's that's America,
and that's a place where you need uniform.
Well, that's what.
And that's actually like if the company's actually paying for that and not shifting it off onto the employees, that's actually a real massive perk to not have to actually take care of your own work.
I used to work for a car wash in this fucking town, and that cocksucker would make you pay for like a lot of the things that you needed, and I'm like, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I had a place that
these people don't make but $15 an hour, and we were selling car washes because it just opened. You can get commissions on it. I was making like $40 an hour, what it averaged out to.
Oh yeah.
And then the woman worked there too, so she would make, and she makes more sales than I did.
Hell yeah.
And like she was first, I was second, and we worked the 2 different shifts, and the manager was a cocksucker, dude. Literally, his name was Dick.
Of course he was. Of course he was a dick.
He was a dick, dude.
Yeah. Every place I've ever worked that offered uniforms or anything like that, they would charge you for it.
Yeah.
And that was like $4. It was like $4 every week is what it would come out to. But I was only making $11 an hour at that job. So I was like, you're short. I mean, you're fucking me anyway.
Yeah.
By not paying me enough. And then you're gonna charge me for I'll wear my own clothes. I have a washer and dryer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and like there's a lot of jobs you can wear your own clothes to, and that's kind of cool.
It is. And a lot of them.
But like then you gotta pay for it. Like that's why.
Yeah. I mean it's all just.
But you know what? I think a union job, depending, some of those jobs they'll give you like an allowance.
Yeah.
So like I'm pretty sure. I think my dad would. I think he gets like an allowance for certain things like that.
I did when I was doing the mail. I mean.
Yeah, but I would think the railroads. Yeah, but you told me they were like fucking you. I think my dad gets like a few $100 compared to your fucking $100 or $80 or whatever they gave you.
I mean, maybe
for the $400 fucking coat.
Some unions are good. I'm not anti-union. I'm anti that union that I was a part of.
I think union.
I think the idea is good, but it's the same thing as everything else. You need to actually have good people in charge that are doing it for the right reasons.
Let's just be really honest.
Because any system, anything will work if there's actual good, benevolent leadership. The reason shit doesn't work is because of human nature. It has nothing to do with the systems that we make. Well, sometimes
the systems, the human nature has created bad actors in the systems. If the systems all ran properly and people were held accountable and had to be responsible, I think that because like you look at the system of humanity has created government and that's failed us. Like the bank, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking as a system.
Well, I mean, yes and no. What I'm saying is okay, if you could guarantee that the leadership was 100% all non-corrupt, good people there doing the job for the betterment of the people of the country.
Okay.
This is obviously a fairy tale world
Fairy-
we're talking about, but if you could guarantee that and make that guarantee,
Yeah.
communism would work really well.
Yes, communism works on a small scale.
Because if there's actual good, decent people in charge that are doing it for the right reasons, then it's not going to be all fucked.
Well, now
like it
see,
gets.
here's
But the thing is that human nature doesn't allow for that, because people see places where they can take advantage of other people, and that's why those things seem to fail. Capitalism worked well because it kind of plays on human nature, and if the rules get followed, then it kind of does balance out human nature a little bit. But the
Yeah,
rules
but I
just
don't
don't
think-
get followed. Like if we had good, benevolent senators that were doing it for the reason
yeah,
reason of being a good
Of,
senator,
well, if they really
we would
were
be
doing,
perfect.
yeah, okay.
Which I think we had for a while.
No,
maybe.
I don't think we ever had it. I'm gonna tell you something. I used to be a libertarian.
I think we had more of it than we do. Maybe it wasn't all, but I think there was more people doing it for the right reason. Back when it didn't pay and it was just an honor thing, because you had whether you were a good person or not didn't really matter. You had to do the right thing by the people, because otherwise you weren't going to get elected again. You were going to be dishonored amongst the rich and the famous.
Well, that's when people would fucking kill you too. They would tar and feather you.
Yeah, back before
Okay.
the thing before unions, when we would just drag people out of their
Yeah.
houses.
Okay.
at night.
So here's a question for.
So when there was real consequences.
So when there was real consequences, there was no unions and there was no fucking shit like that. There definitely was consequences. I think people probably treated each other better than we imagine. Like I know that we look at
what I mean, I guess the better term wouldn't be no consequences; it'd be more severe consequences.
yeah.
Because now you just get it talking to, like, people are just
Well,
mad at
that's
you,
like-
just get mad at you. You don't get drug out of your, like, Bezos. Let's say 200 years ago, Bezos would have been drug out of his mansion and tarred and feathered.
Yeah.
For the way.
And they
Amazon
still
warehouses
should be,
work.
but here's the problem: is like you have. To, okay, my dad's 60.
Are they the problem?
They're part of the problem. Just like Dave Smith says, he's part of the problem.
Right.
He admits it, and that's part of their religion. They got to self-admit. All right, that was going for a funny there.
Yeah,
It's fine. I got no crowd. Thanks, buddy. No. So, like in high school, if you would have talked to me in like 2013, and you would have been like, "What are your political affiliations?" I would have told you I'm probably like on the conservative end of libertarian. And libertarianism is like, that's like free. We believe it's like the concept of like what the Federalists kind of were. Like we're here to have business and free market and all these things, right?
Well, in reality, they're no government people. They believe in
That's anarchists. But those are also put under with libertarian people.
Yeah.
See, libertarians, I think, here's the thing about, this is why Libertarian Party hasn't, it can't be expanded upon because it has these things to where we can't agree on which way the party should go. Where, regardless of how good it was or not, the party would find ways to benefit the party up until about Trump, I would say. I would say that the party's found ways to benefit strictly that party and have it not be seen or like called on.
Gary Johnson was great. Do you remember him? I think he was.
Yeah,
he was
well,
libertarian the first time Trump was running. That's
Yes,
who
and
I
I didn't.
for that
I
election.
voted for Trump. I'll tell you why. Because I didn't think Gary Johnson was going to win. He made a. I can't even remember.
Oh, yeah, well, we can have an argument about that.
Yeah, but the Libertarian Party wasn't even going to get close to the percentage to be considered like a major party
He had
affiliate.
12.
Not
He
12.
only has to. He
yeah,
only have to
nationally.
get 15%, but he was at 12.
Yeah, but there has. 2020 was a big year.
This was 9 years ago.
Because I kind of I know, and I kind of follow. See, I used to be invested in like being a
So
libertarian.
was I got Facebook arguments.
Dude, I deleted my old Facebook. I wish I could show you what the fuck kind of shit I was going
I got
through.
in a huge argument with my godfather on Facebook.
Yeah, I have a
like it was about like people taking or the president taking like golf vacations, and I was like, look,
They all fucking
have.
take golf vacations.
It was my whole argument was that they both suck. They're both shitty. They both are blown.
I saw a video of George Herbert, the first Bush, Big Bush, in a F-250 on his ranch and they were driving around in the rain with Putin, and I was like, and like Putin's just smiling, and like George is hanging out the window, and he's like, "It's a good day for rain here in Texas," and like I was like, "Yes, it is." That's why those guys were fun. I'm not saying they weren't crooked. People from Texas can be real fucking crooked, but that was fun. That was more fun for me.
Our presidents used to be fun guys.
Well, we thought Trump was going to be fun. That's one of the reasons why I voted for him. Like I said,
I would have voted for him if I would have believed that he was what he said he was. But
I did.
I knew from the jump.
You're right.
I was like, if he is what he says he is, then he would be fantastic. He is saying exactly what we need as a president. However, I don't think he is actually what he is saying he is.
I will say this,
he's
though.
saying it because he knows this is what.
And that was a smart way.
The whole thing that I heard.
Yeah.
And I got this.
Did you vote Clinton?
No. No. I voted Gary Johnson.
Okay. Well, you went Libertarian that year. I went Libertarian in 2020. Dr. Joe Jorgensen.
So he. What the fuck was it? It was the only time my parents growing up the whole time never talked politics ever.
Yeah.
Which I am very grateful for because that led me to have to make my own opinions about stuff. But when Trump was coming along, Dad said something to me about him being a good businessman. And at that point in time, Dad had just quit working real jobs and was doing full-time work in his shop. And I was like, okay. I was like, do you know how he got there? So he has put over 97 different little mom and pop operations, glass cutting businesses, carpentry, construction, all that stuff. He got away with it because it was cheaper for him to pay his lawyers than to pay what he owed them. So they got nothing, and they just got sued and got ran right out of business. I said, now, if you want to call that good business, because it did make money, you can call that good business if you want to. But I don't consider that to be a good businessman. Yeah, sure, he made money. On paper, that's a great business.
Well, you're not a moral businessman. He's not moral.
But that's completely immoral and wrong. I was like, how would it be for you if you got a huge account where you were servicing like 90 ATVs a month for a place?
Yeah, and then they just fucking...
And then they just stiffed you on the bill.
You quit making money anywhere else because that's all you invested your whole fucking money-making skill in.
Because that's what it takes to get the job done.
Because that's what it's going to take to get this job done. And then, you're going, I'm going to get paid.
So, sure.
Yeah.
And then after that argument, Dad and I didn't speak to each other for like a week or two.
Jesus.
And then it was just like, it wasn't like being dickish and mean.
I just had to talk to my dad about Trump yesterday.
But then like a little while later, like I could see that he was like looking at it like that and being like, they're all crooked. Like
they are all fuck. Well, that's the problem.
They are
because they're all crooked,
and they're all just they're gonna fuck you no matter what. Every big one, and it's not good. That's never going to get better as long as we keep voting that way. And that is what I want to get.
Here's the problem.
What you were talking about earlier, how
what?
you voted for Trump instead of Johnson because you didn't think he was going to win. That is what I think is wrong entirely.
That is what's wrong with politics.
Because we vote based on like who's going to win and like, oh, well, don't take votes away from the main party. No, like the whole point of your vote is that you're supposed to vote for who you think is the best for the job. It's not because somebody called it a waste of a vote once, and I was like, no.
No, you don't waste a vote.
As long as you're voting based on like what you actually believe in, then it's not.
Well, if I may, if you want to talk about believing in the votes, because
I
understand what you're saying. No, you're right. I should have said I saw more value in my vote going with Trump that time. Now in 2016, I did see more value in going with Trump over the Libertarian Party. It was the first ever election I could vote in.
Really?
And, yes.
I forget that you're younger than me because I got to vote. I voted for Obama the second time because right before that we got Bin Laden, and I was all stoked on it. I was all jacked up.
Oh, you got fired up.
I liked him because I was like, he seems presidential.
Yeah,
like,
but the guy who killed Bin Laden is like threatening. He's going on like.
Oh well,
did you see that?
Since I've aged, I mean, obviously, I was a senior in high school.
I know, dude.
So like getting years on it, I was like, oh well, he was just a good face. He was actually.
You were
terrible,
a senior
like,
in 2012.
12.
Shit, that's right. You were.
Because I graduated in 2013.
3 years ahead of me.
Jesus, I didn't realize we were.
No, you graduated. You graduated in when?
I graduated in 13.
13?
2012 would have been the first
I
half of my
graduated in
senior
15,
year.
so 2 years. Okay. I was 17 until through my senior year.
Yeah, I turned 18 at the end of my junior year.
Jesus.
Yeah, I wasn't even the oldest kid in my class. I was like third or fourth.
That's what, wow.
Well, I didn't start.
I was always the
started
youngest.
kindergarten. I started kindergarten when I was 6,
Yeah.
and then I turned 7 at the end of kindergarten.
Which seems to be a better move. Because my parents sent me into school, like, because I made the cutoff, and I was one of the youngest kids in class always. And
I mean, it was cool. I had a car before most people, so that was cool. I mean,
it seems to be a better move. Why homeschool?
yeah.
Children grip education differently. Like, no, for real. I don't know. Once you have like a 6 or 7-year-old, they're ready to learn some shit. Like, they're actually willing to learn and try some shit.
Oh, dude, Hazel's been rocking no glasses or my kid has been rocking no glasses for like the past 2 weeks because she busted them bad, unfixable bad, and it just took that long to order them and get them to come in and everything.
Yep.
She's got a real strong prescription, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. So school, I'm sure, has just been a living hell for her, but she got them back. She got them yesterday, and she is beyond stoked.
Dude, to be able to see is awesome.
That's
why I realized as soon as you were here, I didn't have my fucking glasses on.
Yeah, dude, I could function without them, but I would hate every bit.
Lucas, I went 23 years of my life without glasses.
Oh, fuck. I started wearing glasses when I was 7.
Yeah, I know, and like, I've always had, now that I know what I can see with glasses, I go, oh, I've had vision problems my whole life. Mm-hmm. But, I never went to an actual...
I can't read those license plates without my glasses.
Oh, see, I could from here, but like,
I can't even tell that says thank you. I know that's what it says, so my brain fills it in.
It's a good sign. I need to hang it up.
I can't read that it says thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't even actually read your
Gambler.
Like,
well, that's not good. You have bad near vision.
Yeah, it's
I have bad
on
far
your
vision.
side. I'll tell you where I can actually read it.
I got bad far vision.
Without squinting. Right there. I can read it right there. It's still a little blurry, but I can actually read it.
Well, that's what's up.
But I mean, I know that's what it says.
Well, I have an imbalance in my eyes too.
I'm not a complete fucking retard.
Yeah.
So I can figure it out and I can function kind of, but I can't really read. If I squint, I can read those license plates.
Well,
but it takes a real strain.
That's a strain.
And that's not good for you.
No.
But actually, last time I got my eyes checked, which has been a couple of years, my prescription actually improved.
Nice.
So,
yeah, you can actually. If you wear glasses properly, it can help you.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Which is cool. Glasses is one of the best inventions we've probably ever come up with as a species, I would think.
Honestly, yeah. Like,
corrective lenses.
Just to be able to see is very important, and you're going to give people a whole different, literally, I don't know.
I wonder how many people that saves every year that we're not blind walking around. It used to be, you lose your eyesight, you're fucked. Mm-hmm. You have to be like a net repairman. Something that you have to do up close in the dark and
net
feel.
repairman.
Well, I only know that because of A Knight's Tale, that Heath Ledger movie.
Yeah,
you know that one.
No,
that romantic medieval.
A Knight's Tale. I've heard of it.
It's
Heath Ledger's in it.
Genuinely such a good fucking movie.
Heath Ledger's
it's dumb, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's like medieval times. He's like a page, so he's like a knight's assistant, basically.
Yeah.
This is a time when they were kind of fighting wars, but knights were mostly running around doing lance battles and sword battles at festivals for money.
Yeah.
That's how they'd make their living. And he's like a knight's assistant. Knight's dead. They wake up he's fucking drunk. He's gonna be late.
Yeah.
And they try to wake him up, dead. So he just slips the armor on and goes and competes.
Oh, and he does it. Heath Ledger's the blind guy?
No, Heath Ledger's not blind. He runs into his father later in the movie. Because his father had to send him away when he was 11.
Okay.
Couldn't afford to feed him.
Oh.
His father had went blind, so he had to go from being a roof thatcher to being a fishnet repairman because you can he could feel it.
Yeah.
And get real close and see. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The medieval peasants sing "We Will Rock You" by Queen.
Well, that's not real.
At one point in the movie, it's real entertaining though.
Yeah.
It's real. Could
you imagine?
It's a good rom-com with night action. So there's.
I like a good night action.
So you want to get Brianna going? Watch A Knight's Tale one night.
Get her
she'll
going.
She'll like the romantic side.
Yeah.
Of it. and you'll get to enjoy the night side.
She kind of likes the
It's
killing
a good.
side
It's a
and
good.
stuff like
It's
that too.
no,
Chicks
double,
love the killing side.
double.
They're dirty little birdies.
They are dirty little birdies. They act like they're not, but they're dirty.
God,
birdies.
they're fucking fucked.
They're fucked in the head.
They're fucked in the head. They're fucked in the head.
They act like we're fucked. They're
Dude,
fucked.
my poor father. I went over to my parents' house yesterday because my vehicle's stuck. So it's at a Toyota dealership. Whatever. Fucking. Whatever. So I go over there. My sister's there. Her kids are there. My mom's there. Right? And I grew up with my sisters and my mother. And my father was working. And like, I realized he hasn't been able to regain control of the house since he's like been like back in like, now that he's slowing down.
You let go of that control, it can't come back.
Well, and it happened to me, and like my mom's freaking out because like, and I get it, like women freak out, and like so they're late to my nephew's football game, and my bitch sister is just like, I'm ready to go, and like made my dad cook for her and her kids, and made my mom like do the kids' laundry, and then like it's like I'm ready to go, and like my mom's like I'm trying to hurry to get ready, Grace, and like her kids keep fucking bugging her, and like. She started cussing. She's like, get the fuck down. Like, and I was like, man, they're getting short. And like, my niece keeps bugging her. Just keeps fucking bugging her. And I was like, sweetheart. I was like, do you have a brain? And she's like, yes. You know, I'm like, great. That's fantastic. I was like, you got to be like, is she getting madder every time you come by? Because like, she's got a fucking cap gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta chill.
And like, just, yeah. And I'm like, you need to just leave her alone. And then like my mom starts yelling at me. She's like, don't you dare tell her what. And I'm like, well, how? And like then my dad finally was like, hey, be nice to him. How are these kids supposed to learn unless they learn, unless they fucking learn? And I was like, yeah, Mom, chill the fuck out. But like, no, she yelled at me a lot, but that's fine, whatever. And she was, yeah, just a crazy day. And I realized my sister, because like he had both my sisters. And they would just fucking tell him shit. They would lie about what I did as like retaliation or like what rules I broke.
Classic sister move.
And I would, yeah, fucking A. Whatever, dude. What?
Some of your water.
Yeah. Get a golly.
Classic sister.
Yeah, dude, fucking sisters are, sisters
are, they're
women are truly evil. Well, and like, that's what like, my dad was, I was trying to talk to my niece and like, he had to explain to my mom. He's like, Joanne, like, no, I'm not gonna say, I've laid all my family's names out on here. He goes, like, people aren't just good. You have to learn how to be good. Like, that's why these kids are being fucking nutsacks running around here. Because you've never taught them to be good. Yeah, and I don't know what these women did. My dad, he grew up in the 60s, and he goes, he believes it's women's lib. And I believe that's entirely...
It's definitely part of it.
It's definitely part of it. I think loss of faith is a big one.
It definitely doesn't help.
No, it doesn't. I don't know.
I think it's a lot less. Here's exactly what I think it was. I think it was a lot less women at home teaching their daughters how to be women, and then those daughters grow up and have children, and then they don't know how to teach their kids how to have women.
Well,
that's what's been happening since.
And that's why
since they convinced everybody that there needed to be two incomes in every household.
Well, and that's why it's punk rock to be a trad wife, because now you're not you're sticking out. I think that's. Here's the thing. Like, I don't want to go to work. I don't think any man really wants to go to work. The only, like, first of all, if it was just us, like, as people, if we didn't give a fuck about actually having pussy and being warm, because men get lonely. Men get way more lonely than women do, and like and that's part of our brain nature. Like, we're supposed to, we have this like need to do these things, right? So our brain nature, because dude, getting married's fucking stupid. Like, that the whole getting married's a humiliation thing. Like, for real. Oh, put on your pretty tie, and like it's all just a humiliation ritual to like be like, look, listen, like I'm giving this woman, dude, for real. You're gonna listen to Taylor Swift songs all fucking night and pretend to have a good time? And, no.
Well, I would never try to even marry a woman that was in Taylor Swift.
That's not my point. It is, but no, I mean, marriage is sort of a humiliation ritual. Even if you look back in time, that's why you're supposed to have groomsmen. No, that's why you had the groomsmen, because like
They were supposed to help you
protect your wife.
The woman.
Yeah, but it's all of that's like a humiliation ritual. Like in some cultures, like the dad's supposed to like show up, like in like Russia or somewhere in Slovakia. You ever see the people that like show up to and there's like a legitimate brawl right after the marriage or like going into it. It's one or the other. I don't speak the fucking language.
Well, yeah, that's just one weird, stupid custom.
And it's not. Maybe it's not stupid. Maybe it helps a lot.
I don't think so because I mean, look how beautiful Braveheart was, and that was all about a marriage ritual. I mean,
that was beautiful,
right? Like it doesn't have to be those.
No,
things.
you're right.
It can be.
I still think it's beautiful. I just think that it's also
It has to be with the right person, and the law doesn't need to be involved.
Norman Rockwell had that picture of wedding day and then like 60th anniversary or whatever, right? And like on the wedding day, like the husband looks all stoic and he's like kind of like serious, like, do you know how much this shit, like you can see, like, you know how much this shit cost me? Like, I gotta fucking take care of this crazy bitch that I love. Like, yeah, I love her, but you know, like trying to tell your whole family, like, you know, she's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I gotta put up with to take care of you? Like, then they all hate you because they're like, well, you're a man and you're trying to, and it's like, I love her. You know how people are. Yeah. So he's all like sitting there and he's like serious, and like the wife's all like, she's blasé and like smiling and enjoying herself. 60th anniversary rolled around and like the husband's like, and yeah, because like, well, what do women do? They put the wedding together and the whole thing was held together by the wife, right? At the beginning, like, look at what we did. And then at the end, the wife's all like stoic, and then like the husband's like, look what I did, look how long we held on. Like, yeah, right. All you guys are here for us sick. Like, right. We did it. And like she's the one who's like, like,
I mean, I think that can be a beautiful thing, but
it's gonna be gorgeous. Yes.
You know, there's a lot.
Yeah, but people don't get, dude. Most people just get married to each other literally based solely on attraction, and the people that can afford, like, and a lot of people can't afford marriage right now either. Let's just be really honest.
Oh, yeah.
And in marriages, it doesn't work. They scared a whole generation from it, and then but how many women are fucking hoed out? How many women are hoed the fuck out, and would never want to wife, and like. And I think
the percentage of women that I've met and that I was like, oh, you'd be a good wife, has been maybe 10% of the women I've met over the course of my lifetime.
Your entire life.
And some of those women are like my friends' wives. They're like, yeah, my friend.
Yeah, it made sense. Good choice.
Good job. She seems like a great.
Yeah, good choice.
Good choice of a wife. Like she doesn't seem.
Women won't even crazy,
but,
Well,
they're all nuts and crazy, but there's different types of variable nuts and crazy.
They showed some political meme thing, because this year, for the first time, like in like recorded history since women could vote, men and women have voted like further apart than ever, right?
Right.
Like the majority of men voted right, but then like the majority of women voted left, and I don't know, like, so, and like now you're gonna have, like I said, like some guy made like a point. He's like, you're gonna have either they're going to have to realign, or the world that they want will literally eat them. Yeah. And you're seeing it. I mean, dude, we see it. We see how women are already getting needy. I didn't believe that was gonna happen. When like 3 years ago, when they were showing me videos on like Instagram. And it was that redheaded bitch who talks about like how bad women suck.
Yeah, Pearl, I think is her name.
Pearl, yeah, and she was like, all of you bitches are gonna have all these issues, and like I was like,
and nobody's gonna want you.
And I didn't believe her, and she was like, you're gonna have a regular guy who's able to just like but for real, that's where we're at. Like now, if you got a decent fucking job, like everybody's such a bum ass. But here's the problem: these women aren't getting picked up because they've been hoed the fuck out.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't.
Well, why buy it's the oldest saying in the book. Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? I mean, it is.
You're getting the milk. Why buy the cow? We got a good thing going.
I did a good interview bit on Quick Draw. I'll tell you about it off air. Remind me, but it was about that. But yeah, I think that's what it is. I mean, why would you? And like, so many of them, like, so many relationships are. We're going to treat each other like we're married, and we're just going to be married, but we're not going to do the legal stuff about it because it costs even just to be courthouse married ends up costing you so much between taxes and having to file like that, and then you're never like, you can never be eligible for any kind of like government benefits, because then you have to include both your incomes, even if you actually genuinely need that shit. Which I don't think those things are bad things for the people that genuinely need it. I think it needs to just
Well, it is abused. I don't think
it
fat
is
people
abused.
should be able to have a fucking cripple sticker to park closer.
That they definitely shouldn't have. And I will say, I've had food stamps before, and there was some shit that I was able to buy with those that I probably shouldn't have been able to.
Well, when they and see, that's like one
and
thing.
The only thing that you definitely can't buy unless they've changed it is you could not buy hot or prepared food with food stamps.
Yep.
Which that I kind of almost feel should change, because so many people have to like just grab shit at a gas station just to go for work. But also that gets abused. Like all of a sudden, then like what stops a restaurant?
See, I was
from taking
pro
EBT, and then that's like then you can manipulate that system easier like that. I mean, I don't know.
Well, my advice would be learn to cook and prepare. To a lot of people, and I know that's hard. That's hard.
It's way better that way. The moving has made it really hard. We were cooking a lot when we were in the apartment, and then moving,
you got to get settled in.
Lazy, but
to get them TVs up, put the fence up.
It's a whole different kind of cooking. I've never cooked on a gas stove before, so.
Oh, I love cooking on gas. I hate cooking on electric.
Well, it definitely cooks better, and shit definitely seems to taste better. The heat seems to be more even, but it is a getting used to thing, because that stove is way hotter to lean over.
Well, it's fire.
Yeah, it's open flame.
Yeah. No, my thing on the SNAP thing, I've had benefits before too, and like I lost my fucking job. I had 3 kids as a single dad. I had no fucking income, and they looked at my past income and were like, well, because like chicks get rental assistance, vehicle help.
They get cell phone assistance. They get all that stuff.
All of it.
Even I got bare nothing when I got benefits, and they still gave me like $420 a month for food for just me and Hazel. And I was like, holy fuck, like that's actually more than, like I was buying I was stocking up.
You have to. Well, they gave us for the 3 kids and then me, they gave us like $600. And people would get mad because like, well, because I wasn't buying fucking ho-hos and shit. I was actually buying like steak and rice and fucking vegetables, and then they'd get mad at you, and it's like, oh, what should I buy with this?
Yeah.
And then now we have this big fucking pushback, because like now they're like, well, you're not gonna be able to buy pop and all the sugary shit on it, and it's just like, okay, well, but again, home ec classes, they ripped those out of school, so like you want to talk about like. Now you're not even now that was one benefit to school, is like at the beginning of this industrial age in this country, you could send your kids to a place with somebody like, well, Nebraska had the most school districts per like square mile than any other fucking state. Yeah. We were one of the, like in the late 1800s, this state, like in early 90s, we were some of the smartest fucking people.
In education. We used to be outstanding.
So you could send your kid to somebody that you knew in your community, and they would love them because they knew you, or they would take care of them and actually teach them stuff. They ripped home ec out of fucking schools. So now, all these people that you want to talk about, like, well, all right, go to the ghetto of Chicago. All the teachers, they always complain, like, those are the worst schools. Why? Well, the teachers are underpaid. They, like, all of it's fucked.
Yeah.
So, okay, I don't necessarily think that maybe, like, when I went to jail and went to college during my like I spent most of my junior year incarcerated, I was able to do school there in a different way. But the science school, the math school, all that was done different. But they had certain classes. They did have a metals class. They had an arts class, a home ec class. And like, as me, I was like, well, this is actually kind of beneficial. Like, these things are really good, especially because you got people who fuck their moms. They got a single mom who's always gone, or fuck, she might be a hoe. Like, she might have to be out there hoeing to keep the lights on. Good luck feeding yourself. And all you know how to fucking make ramen. Like,
yeah, you can take a class and you can learn how to stitch up her leggings. You know, you can stitch up the holes that some John ripped in them.
For sure.
You know?
Or at least make a pillowcase or something.
Yeah, make a nice pillowcase, make her a nice purse to beat somebody with.
Women used to make things beautiful. And like there's like, okay, so there's a gun etch. Like, you know how people will buy a fine wooded firearm and then they'll go and get it etched?
Yeah.
Well, some of the best gun etchers and some of the like best, you wouldn't believe it, basket weavers, furniture designers, fashionistas, they're all women. Believe it or not. Oh, like their attention to detail was given to them by God or something, and they could make things beautiful and absolutely outstanding. You know, the best like flower gardens and stuff around house. Who could make a house better? A guy would be like, fucking throw a tire out there, and some chick's gonna be like, I'm gonna plant a plant in the tire and paint it.
No. We're so pro women, it's crazy.
They're just they've lost they've lost their view of how beneficial they are to society.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm so pro woman, I don't want women to work, ever. You shouldn't have to work. You should be able to, you know what? You should be able to have a king-size bed and get fucked in the afternoon by your husband at 2:30.
Yeah.
Because he has a 2.5-hour lunch break and he's going to go and make something quality again. I don't know. I think there's a better way.
Well, we need to start, we need to start working on American manufacturing,
Americans need to fuck in the afternoon.
We need to fuck in the afternoon.
Well, here's the problem. Like, okay, so we talk about like
little afternoon delight.
There's a big
That's
conversation.
real
That's dude, afternoon delights.
Afternoons unpasteurized as fuck. There ain't nothing like some afternoon delight,
brother. No, for real.
It's better than
dude. Even 11:30, even 11:37, dude.
That's
like
afternoon
post
somewhere.
10:30, you're on.
It's afternoon somewhere.
Yeah, cause like I hate waking. Like, and don't get me wrong. Like, if we've been fucking and like there ain't no kids or no responsibilities, and it's like I'm sleeping until 10, and then and I'm like, yeah, like I'll wake up to that. Sure, fine. But my life usually doesn't work like that. So sometimes if I'm sitting there getting fucking shifted like goddamn Dale Earnhardt's next to me. And I go, what? Like, and you wake up to that. I'm like, I'm not ready, sweetheart. Let me get a drink. I got to drink my water and my coffee. Like, I need my eggs. I am I'm a midday fucker, dude. I think most of my kids have been made midday.
Might have been made late at night.
They might have been made late at night, like early morning, so late it's early.
Yeah, I've been involved in a lot of like both of you waking up at like 2:33 in the morning. Like,
oh, you wake up out of your sleep?
Yeah.
See, I have sexsomnia, so I'll just do it in my fucking sleep.
Oh, we'll wake up. Somebody will wake up and there will be a hot dog between the buns, and then you're like, all right.
There's a hot dog because God, it's so warm, isn't it?
We're knocking on the door. We just as well go in.
God,
we're already here.
I love kind of lifting that butt cheek a little bit. Like, oh fuck, God, women are so awesome.
They're awesome.
God damn,
women are great.
Women are great.
This is the most pro woman I've ever sounded in my entire life.
We're very pro woman. They don't
real
understand how fucking pro woman we are.
Yeah, classic. I mean,
it's getting political.
One of the things that makes me love my girl so much, she made a homemade Halloween costume for Hazel.
That's what's up. I love homemade Halloween costumes.
And I know she was Speedy Gonzalez. That's who Hazel was. So, I mean, she made the full hat out of felt, had the bend in it and everything. I mean, she did it nice.
Did you leave that little cultural appropriation? Little
like,
black girl being fucking.
I think being upset about.
No, I love that
cultural appropriation. I asked her. I said, "Who do you want to be?" She was like, "Well, I think I should be a cartoon character." I said, "All right. Well, which one? Like the Looney Tunes? We watch old Looney Tunes a lot."
Yeah. Oh, dude.
And
Yogi Bear's been on in my house a lot.
Yeah. I was like, "So, what's your favorite Looney Tune then?" She goes, "Oh, Speedy Gonzalez. He's my favorite one. He's so fast."
Miles in Mexico.
Yeah, she's like, he's so fast. He's so funny. He messes with the cat. It's really funny.
Are you gonna be Slowpoke Rodriguez?
This was last year. This year was.
Oh, she did it last year.
Yeah.
That's sick though.
Yeah, we drew a little. We drew the cat or the mouse mustache on her. Everything. It was pretty cool.
That's what's up.
And everybody loved it. Every house she went to, they're like, "This is." All the parents were like, "This is all." This is.
We were the last year. We were the potato heads, and the girls were the aliens.
I don't know what we're gonna do this year. I kept suggesting we should go out as Goku and Chi-Chi and Gohan and Goku.
We don't know what we're gonna do.
That, but I don't think I'm gonna get that wish from the girls. The girls also wanted to go out, all four of us being different Power Rangers.
That'd be kind of a good idea.
I've gotten the girls into the old
Power Rangers. Yeah, you did.
With the promise of, hey, like, because one of them, their favorite color is green.
Yeah.
And I was like, check it out. I was like, Yeah, they've got all these colors, but about 15 to 18 episodes in, then comes the Green Ranger. She's like, Green Ranger. It's like, yeah, his Zord's a dragon. Like, he's a bad guy. She goes, he's bad. I said, yeah. I said, I'll tell you a secret. He turns good eventually, but he's a real bad guy at the beginning. Oh no! So I mean, I got him to watch. I got him to watch 22 episodes of the show, just solely based on the promise of a Green Ranger appearing. And by golly, it paid off. They loved it.
Well, good.
I mean,
yeah, my kids like Avatar, the Airbender.
That's a good one. That's a good one to show them. There's a lot of good lessons in that one.
That's a fucking quality show. I'd get bong high, and I'd come walking inside, and they'd be like, like a few minutes into an episode, you end up sitting. Yeah. I would end up. I'd cry. They'd make me cry. And I haven't watched that shit. That shit came out. I was in first fucking grade.
Yeah,
so
I was prime. I remember when it came out. That was one of the few shows I would center my time around to make sure I was there to watch it. But my first baby mom was super into it. Had the whole series on DVD. So like we would be just trashed and come home from the bar.
And watch
no
Avatar.
kids, and we just throw Avatar on, take bong rips, and
that's solid.
It was great.
That's solid.
Yeah, real into it. Yeah,
that's solid. Yeah, no.
Sequel series wasn't as good.
We grew up at a perfect time.
We grew up with great cartoons. Dragon Ball Z.
We grew up in a time where the cartoons were changing into like more than just a like.
Yeah,
I feel like from like
real lessons
from like the 30s to the 60s, a lot of cartoons were just like retarded.
Yeah.
Even into the 80s, and I mean like.
There's a lot that was just dumb fun, but there was a lot of cartoons that like ended up getting like super deep. Pokemon.
Now people are into like hentai and stuff.
I don't think that's why that was.
What do you think that is?
I think it's just that we've been exposed to so much sex for so long.
Not that no. I don't, dude. I'm pretty sure hentai is just an art style. I'm not talking about the porn category. It's like the drawing style of cartoons. I'm pretty sure. What is it?
I think you're thinking anime. Is the word?
That's the word I'm looking
hentai
for.
Hentai is absolutely the porn. Hentai is. That is
anime.
What makes.
It's like anime. That's
yes.
You're correct. I am so sorry.
Hentai is 100% the one that means porn.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You're right. I've been.
You've been saying that backwards your whole life. That's crazy.
Yeah, because like
I've watched this.
Anime makes sense. It's like animated because you can get like a Peter Griffin, Lois Griffin porn going. Animated anime. Okay, but then like hentai is like I always thought had like the story.
Hentai
sounds more Asian.
I think hentai is generally. I mean, I think there is a distinction in the community between like what you're talking about, the Lois and Griffin animated porn cartoon porn parodies.
Yeah,
is what you're talking about. What hentai is more of that deliberately made to be cartoon porn, and usually contains the tentacles and such. That's usually.
Is a June bug just flying at me? What the fuck was that?
There better not be a June bug. It's fucking October.
I know.
Way out of season for you, fucko. But yeah, so I think generally speaking, that is what is considered hentai, is the deliberately made 100% for it to be sexual content, and usually contains.
Well, I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know. I'm glad you cleared that up.
Well, I'm here to educate.
Oh yeah,
That's
I don't
want
to be.
Do.
No, I hate to be a false proclaimer if I'm saying they're watching hentai thinking they're trying to watch some fucking series on fucking some samurai.
I've been watching this dope ass hentai, Dragon Ball Z. It's crazy. What? Yeah, man. How hot is it? Oh, dude, it gets heated. It gets heated.
It's heated, dude.
It gets heated.
Go in there. There was nothing that made me get off to that.
And then the dragon came out of the balls, and I thought for sure this dragon's gonna fuck Bulma, and they never did. And nobody ever fucked anybody.
I think Pokemon was more sexualized than anything else. Pokemon was a pretty sexualized cartoon.
I don't think the first runs.
Naruto was
the first series was not. It was very because I've recently watched it with Hazel, and there's
the first
some
ones
stuff.
are wholesome.
First, I mean, it was that kind of
Storm.
No, it was that kind of implied that you used to get in cartoons that were like that's that's the jokes that are clearly made to entertain the parents that had
adults,
to bring the kids. The kids aren't going to catch that, but an adult will catch that. It was those kind of jokes, but then, yeah, later on when they started getting into the other generations of Pokemon, they were definitely making ones that were deliberately made sexy. Like you can tell in the recent one, they've made some very humanoid looking ones that very clearly have some serious curves and some serious sex appeal to little weirdos, and that is definitely done on purpose. I will not listen to any arguments to the otherwise.
Well, they're definitely doing all that stuff on purpose. I think they're trying to pervert society.
I think it's just easier.
I sent you that video.
Here's what I think. I don't think it's a malicious thing. I think it's just easier. The way it's easier to do bluer comedy like we do than it is to do clean comedy. I think it's the same way with all entertainment. It's just easier to get success if it's not super clean cut. If you start leaning into the sex sells, the oldest saying in sales, I don't think it's a deliberate thing where they're intentionally trying to make everybody bad. I think everybody's just taking the easy way. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's the maliciousness. I think it's just laziness.
It could, yeah, it could very well be.
Well, I heard a great saying one time, and it helps me from falling down these rabbit holes that I know you like to wander down.
I like going down a hole, dude. I go chasing white rabbits.
Don't apply maliciousness where stupidity will do.
Ooh, malicious intent where stupidity is. Yeah.
Because a lot of times it's not necessarily people, and nobody thinks they're a bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody has justifications where they convince themselves that I am doing the right thing.
But I think it's malicious to take advantage of stupid people.
It is, but that's not how they see it. They see it as they're supposed to be making money, and this is what people will spend their money
That's
on.
malicious right there.
I don't think they're looking at them as stupid people.
Aren't.
They are, but yeah, that's dirty.
Fuck, they aren't. It is malicious.
But we do it too. Look how we try to badger our few listeners into all the stuff we do.
Well, yeah, dude.
Is that not malicious?
I'm not here to be malicious. I don't make any money doing anything that we do. Everything that we do has made us no money. We're not here to do that. We're here for the love of the fucking game.
I'm only a profit just because of that one corporate show I did.
The people that like us. The people that like us for what it is. We're fucking 4 viewers on or listeners or whatever you want to call it. We're just chilling. This is for the fucking love.
It is. It is for the love of the game. And
is there?
I did notice something the other day, or today actually, that did inspire some more confidence in me that we should keep going. Matt Shane's Secret Podcast.
Yeah.
They're on episode 508. They've had to make 508 episodes.
Yeah.
So, we're on, this will be 19 or 20.
Excuse me, sorry, Mike.
This will be 19, yeah, because the one we uploaded today. Game Day, out today. If you haven't listened to it, go back. That'll be 2 episodes ago. Give it a listen. Funny folks. The funny folks were there. 4 guests.
What a trash pit, dog.
It was. It was a wild time, but I think it was fun. I didn't listen back to it because I just couldn't bring myself to it. But I feel there was some quality content.
There's always quality. There's always good folks around.
Hell yeah, John Sigmund.
I think
him. He stepped in and was exactly an unpasteurized man.
I was told we can take this here set wherever we need to if we're going to use it in town.
No shit.
Yeah.
You know what would be dope? We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
I've got some ideas.
I've been thinking.
Let's we're there. Do you wanna?
What time is it?
You wanna throw your plugs in? We can keep going if you want, but
what time is it?
About an hour. 4:42.
We can give him like 20 more minutes.
Yeah, we got it.
Because I gotta take a shower and stuff, and
yeah.
Shit, we gotta be there at 6:30.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's keep talking a little bit.
Yeah, we'll be good. Anyway, make sure if you've listened this far, you just send us to somebody. Give us a like and a follow.
Spotify and follow us, dude.
Yeah, Spotify tells me I need to do that to facilitate growth. So
to say like and follow.
Yeah, remember people to like and follow because you have more listeners. You have more average listeners than you have followers. So I was like, all right.
We do.
Yeah.
Well, clearly.
Yeah, but that's fine.
I'm gonna set this down. Keep talking. We're gonna go a couple more minutes. We're not.
Yeah, we're good.
It's not over yet.
We got a nice show tonight. This will come out way after this show. So
the fat lady hasn't even fucking sung in this room.
She ain't even warmed up, baby.
She's operating.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna make Norfolk date. Have you done a showcase in Norfolk yet?
No.
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 So we're making our Norfolk debuts this evening, and that should be a real treat to go
Solid
to
treat.
the city that I refer to as the city for the longest time.
The city that's city that's the city to a lot of
Small
north central
towns.
Nebraska.
Yep. This is the closest Walmart for I think it's 90 miles for most people,
Or more.
or more. It's an easy an hour and a half to the next town that is even remotely considered sizable, and that town is 4,000 people. So
What, Yank? Where's
O'Neill.
oh yeah.
O'Neill to the west. Going east, it's different. I think those cities get fairly.
There's a
decent
McDonald's
sized.
in Valentine.
There's a McDonald's in O'Neill. There's a McDonald's in Valentine.
And then
those are the
Chadron?
next 2 miles, and then in Chadron.
And then probably what, Cheyenne?
Yeah, we're damn near at the gateway of the Sandhills. The next 100 miles or so.
They say Albion's the gateway.
I think it's farther west than that. It feels. Yeah, honestly, O'Neill feels like the where it changes from like farmland into Sandhill.
It gets kind of sandy up this way, up west of here. Western Pierce County gets pretty sandy.
Yeah, you're getting into the.
That's where you're starting to start. Yeah, what? Oh yeah. Because
O'Neill's
it takes
seems
like
the
an
last
hour
stop.
to get across this fucking county.
Yeah, dude, these counties are massive. They're
Dude,
60 miles wide, 90 miles.
We were in
long.
Maine, and I swear to God, yeah, like you can get across the whole state in like 2.5 hours, and they were
Oh
like,
my god!
So
I
we-
mean, you'd have to drive. You got to drive like 6 to 8 hours to drive all the way across Nebraska.
well, so like the place we stayed at was in central Maine. Like our Airbnb was in central Maine, so we were able to just like literally hit every fucking corner. We went up to the French Arcadians, everything. Maine's a good state. The people are good.
That's good.
Portland's a lot of lesbians and Subarus, and I told her that I was like, we're gonna get there, and I was like, it's gonna be all fucking lesbians, and she's like, you're exaggerating, and literally
No.
the restaurant we went to had like 3 lesbian couples in it. And I was like, ha 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 ha, like
Oh,
it was
told you so.
fucking a totaso,
Fucking a toad or so.
fucking a totaso. I don't know. I'd go hunt in Maine. I want to shoot a moose.
Moose would be cool.
A moose is scary.
I'm not gonna go out this year, but I've got to get my bow down yonder to Omaha, and I got to get out to Merchandise. I got to get my practice in.
Yeah, you should shoot a bow at least twice a week.
Well, I don't know if I'll be able to nail 3 times, maybe once a week.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Couple, I like do it for like an hour or 2 once a week. I should be okay. I was getting pretty good there when I was doing 30 shots every night.
30 shots a night's different than 1 hour a week, though.
Yeah, it is. But I was
30
also
shots a night, you can get
every
pretty
every
fucking-
night I was turning it up 5 pounds too, though. Like I wasn't.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was up to like a 75-pound draw. Yeah, dude, they were whizzing.
Let's go get a
Fruits in
pronghorn.
their
Let's go to
backyard.
Montana. Let's go shoot a pronghorn.
Oh man, I gotta kill something easy.
Dude,
for,
Trent will put us on a pronghorn. We'll crawl in on that bitch in the early morning, and you'll plug him as he wakes up to the goddamn sun. Frunk.
God, we gotta do hunting. You know how many vans I've been looking into? You know how much I've been looking into the road.
Did you see that van that's for sale over here?
No, I didn't.
It
I
might not
came
get
the
it.
other way into town.
Oh, it's one of those Mercedes ones. It's expensive.
Oh, like a
as fuck.
Sprinter van. How much they want for it?
I don't know. They fucking go for like 180,000.
Well, it depends on how bare bones it is. 'Cause I found one that the back's stripped out, like just bare bones.
No, we're gonna have to.
To where we'd have to build it in
Because
there,
my
but
woman
that's
wants a
like
bus, and she's like, "We need to try." And I was like, "Well, realistically, it would probably be cheaper to get an old bus, put a fucking a 4-wheel drive transfer case on it. You know,
Maybe you're gonna have to remodel the whole inside.
well, duh.
Either way.
But if you have a
Here-
box that drives, you can do a lot with just a box that drives with
Here's
4-wheel
what
drive.
I'm talking tour rigs. I could not possibly do comedy and drive around the country in a bus with your family.
No,
I could not possibly.
No,
do
no.
that.
no,
I'm
no.
worried-
I wouldn't
I'm
want to do
worried,
that.
I'm worried about tour rig, like a tour rigging.
Well,
thing.
see, that's her thing. Is she? Well, like I leave a lot for work anyway, and so like that's her big thing. Is she likes to go places too. Luckily, she works for the Marriott, so we get that discount.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would be fucked.
Well, I mean, I used to work in a place that built living quarters inside of horse trailers. So.
Well, and then
we
her
could
dad
easily
knows.
do that
He
stuff.
knows the guys. He makes that. You've seen those like the people who like race funny cars. They'll have like It's almost like a semi, but then it's like a camper living quarter thing.
It's kind of like a toy hauler.
And then they can haul a big ass trailer with it. I mean, I could find an old Peterbilt or something. The concept is like it would be cheaper for us to like build something like that than it would for us to be like, let's just buy this bus.
Well, yeah.
That's equipped with all of it already.
Yeah, no.
I mean, like with what your dad can do, with what my dad can do, and the people that we know, there's going to be we could figure everything out.
With our resources, your best bet, financially speaking, is to buy the shell and then do the work yourself. Because you can buy them, you can order them straight from, like, even if you did go with a Mercedes, like a Sprinter van, you can order them straight from them.
Yeah, bare bones.
Where it's just bare bones
empty,
in the back, empty down.
Oh,
the
yeah,
frame.
great. Get one of those cages so it looks like an electrician van, but you got a cage van.
You could do that. I mean,
God, I've always honestly, we could go bounty hunt. We could bounty hunt on the side, and then fucking we could get a cage van.
We could just do open mics where the bounties are at.
Yo,
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Sick, dude.
What if we were on stage and we spotted the bounty in the crowd?
Fucking drop gun on
crazy.
it. Looking it out. Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be crazy.
Get a go, dude. I think if you get a certain level of law enforcement badge, you can take a gun everywhere. Yeah. Like you can on a plane. Yep. Like Elvis had one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I think I know people who are like volunteer sheriffs that can take guns on planes.
There is a. God damn it! Who is it? There is somebody, a famous person, who. They that's what they are. They're like a volunteer sheriff's deputy, so they're allowed to take a gun everywhere.
Ted Nugent.
Yes.
Ted Nugent.
That's who it is. Yep.
No, because I know people like that here. What? You want that?
Yeah.
It might be. Oh, of course we can. Let me.
I mean, I can make that up to you in the car.
I'm not worried about that. You already bought me a Red Bull.
Oh, that's true too. Really, but if we're counting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. We could get on some bounty hunting. I've got some.
Film it. We could be like the new dog. You look like a skinny dog to bounty hunter.
That's true.
And I could just be like, yeah, one of the big fucking stupid muscle guys you got with you.
Yeah, fucking Great Dane the bounty hunter.
I'll just sit there with a paintball and go, boom, bah, yeah. I would love to mace people.
It would be great. Yeah. You know what I've been seeing?
What?
I've been seeing a lot of clips of Chris Hansen's new show.
His pedophile show?
Yeah, of him busting people. And I tell you what, there is nobody in the world that's better equipped for that. And now that he can do it on the internet, he is.
You said so you were going to nut in her asshole. Like he.
Oh, dude, I saw one today. The girl walked out of the room. The dude immediately stripped down. I mean, butt naked, socks alone, starts just yanking it. And Chris Hansen walks in and he goes, "Well, you know how to make yourself right at home, don't you?" And it's just. Dude, now that he is so uncut now that he's not on TV, like he can just say stuff. That is so fucking funny. Crazy. Dude, he is so hilarious when he's busting these dudes.
Fucking crazy.
But one of the funniest ones was he goes, "Oh, did you come straight here?" Yeah, I drove straight here. He goes, "Oh, you didn't circle the block and check the house out 2 or 3 times?" Well, I mean, yeah, I did that. Well, yeah, we know you did. Like, it's stuff like that. He's just like. He's mentally torturing these fellas, and it is so funny. And I think our punishment for pedophiles should be that their final moments, Chris Hansen busts them like that, confronts them. He goes, "All right, yep, you're free to go," and they walk right out the front door of the house, and they get shot. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how I think we should deal with pedophiles, and I think it should be on TV.
I think things would change that way. Yeah, but you know what? We got to do that to a lot of different kinds of people then first too, and like
pedophiles are just the easiest ones to catch.
The first, well, but I think when pedophiles get jailed, they get a lot of people who die in jail are pedophiles, which is just, which is absolutely just.
You got any prison guard friends?
I don't have any prison guard friends.
I had a real close friend.
I was in jail.
That was a prison guard. He was in a medium, and he would explain to me all the different ways that the gangs would gang would claim a pedophile, and then that pedophile was their plaything. Like, that's all they did was just mentally fuck with this dude.
Well, good.
Until, he was at least once a week, one of them chomos is hanging themselves.
Good.
I was like, yeah, that's good. They told me one. I've told the story to you before.
Yeah.
And I've told you what he did because he was a South Dakota senator or spokesman, state house or something.
Okay.
He every day when they would line him up to take him out to the yard. They would make him go in the front, and they'd flat tire him, bull shoes, super hard. You know,
Flat tire.
when you like stomp on the back of somebody's heels with
Yeah.
their shoes to make their shoes come off.
Yeah.
One guy right behind him, he's first in line out of 90. Guy right behind him, boom, boom,
Yeah.
double flat tires him, knocks his shoes off. Guards are, get your shoes back on.
Yeah.
So he's got to stop. He stops, and as he's putting his shoes on, guy that flat tires him passes him, goes in front of him. Next guy right behind him, bam, bam, flat tire. By the time they get to the yard, he's the last guy in line. So
Yeah.
he's been double flat tired 90 times in half a mile. And so back at the ankles, raw, like red and bleeding, and can't gets to the yard and can't walk around. And then they do it to him again on the way back in.
Oh.
And that's how they torture him. You know what he did?
Huh.
He wanted to check his daughter's chastity, make sure she was still pure, by using a turkey baster. Yeah, so that's what he went to jail for. He was a South Dakota state. I think he was
daughter.
I think he was a House representative, like a state senator, like a state representative, not to Congress, but to the state legislature. Yeah, so that was that guy. They tortured the hell out of him until I think he's still alive and in that prison, but he's definitely people's plaything.
Shit like that depresses me to hear. Not the fucking him getting fucked up.
Well, here's the thing. When I got told that story, I just got told what they did to him first, and I was like, oh man, like that's sad, that's fucked up. And he's like, you know what he did? And they told me, and I was like, yeah, I don't actually feel that bad for him anymore, but that's still a really fucked up way. Like that's still
No, fucking people. People can. Here's the thing about evil, and like, evil's not checked by evil anymore, and like, people need to quit thinking. I mean, you know, like, that's like we said, people used to get tarred and feathered. Sometimes doing a bad thing isn't necessarily bad.
No, it teaches people that they need to stop being so shitty. A lot of times.
Because like, first of all, to like even if that's what you were doing, if you realistically did that to your daughter, like to be like, hey, fucking, like, to put her in the, I don't know, that fucks with me. Like that mentally fucks with me. That shit's crazy.
Isn't it?
I hate the world. See, that's just kind of shit that makes me fucking like. I got real somber there when you told me what happened. I'm like, that's not great. Like,
no, it's bad. And he's an ugly fat sack. He looks exactly like the type of guy that would do that.
Well, I'm pretty sure the chick that
I've looked at him. I've given enough details that you can find who he is.
You know how
Hey,
there's
we could find the news article
dude.
right now.
Well, you're from the same kind of place I am. A lot of these poor girls are getting fucked by their uncles or something out this
there's
way.
a lot more.
I'm
of that.
pretty sure
the older you get, the more you realize that shit happens way more than you think.
So much out here, and it's disturbing.
It's
I'm pretty sure the girl that took my virginity, like, I'm pretty sure her dad, like, fucked her and like put her out there to, like, I think he's just a dirty pervert.
Speaking of which, I know what song we're listening to when we wrap up now. That you showed me. You saying that has triggered it in my brain.
What? Well, just
So the song I need to listen to as soon as this is over.
all right, we can listen to it.
Wrong Way by Sublime. You know that one?
I do.
That one's about that. If you listen to the words, that's what it's about.
Well, good.
Dad putting a daughter out on the street. You got a fucking doorbell on that thing? What's going on?
I didn't have it on vibrate, and I was just trying to make sure everything was talked about. The woman's trying to wrangle these children and put them in a safe position,
You're
so
good.
we can have a fun time.
Should we start wrapping up?
Yeah, we can wrap up. I can go wash my nutsack off, and
We can go wash your nuts. We can figure out what we're gonna do. We got about an hour and a half to eat
okay,
and get to the show.
okay, let's do something here.
Let's get it moving. You
Let's
wanna
get
do
it
your
moving.
you wanna plug your plugs?
Sure. When do you think this will be out? Couple
2
weeks?
2 weeks.
If this is out by October 25th or before October 25th, I'm in Jefferson City, South Dakota. November 1st, I'll be in Omaha doing Comedy After Dark with Bill and Rome Daly. That's a good show, right?
That's
Yeah,
such
one of
a
the
great
best
show.
shows in Omaha. November 6th, Wayne, Nebraska, with Kyle Huber from Bismarck or Fargo. North Dakota's a whole big thing to me. Also, the 8th will be in Cushing, Iowa. Ugh. But we're going to be there. I'll be there with other people. And Kyle Huber will be there as well. And I think that's all I got really for now.
All right. Well, November 11th, Maniacal Monday is coming back with, you heard it, Kyle Huber.
You heard it here first, dude.
Yeah, so that's coming up. I need to, the flyer and the event and stuff will be made by then. But that'll be a Dubliner. That'll be a post-open mic pop-up showcase.
Ooh, Dubliner Pub with Kyle Huber from Bismarck or Fargo, North Dakota.
Yeah, that should be a real hot one.
I think he's
The
from
last
Bismarck.
one we had with Dan Alton, great show, great turnout. And we got some more things in the works. Obviously, like and follow Smiley Comedy.
Follow
on
and like.
everything.
Kyle's funny.
And Kyle Huber, follow him too.
Yeah.
He's funny. And what else? Was I gonna
Oh,
say?
Z Schlong, ZEESHLONG.
There you go. Come to the Dubliner Open Mic.
Dubliner
every
Open
Monday.
Mic.
Every Monday. List at 7:30. Show at 8. Like and follow and subscribe to Unpasteurized.
Yeah, like, follow, subscribe.
And,
What else you got to think?
That's it. I think.
All right. God bless America. Hopefully we changed your mind on something.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they would be, but
Something.
we're getting there.